All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get started here today. My name is Steve Green, and again, it's my honor and privilege to be with all of you. And we're going to have some fun today. Jot down some notes. Keep in mind that this Demo to Diamond training is a proven training. People who have embraced this training are doing incredibly well with the program. We strongly encourage you as you build your business throughout the week, make it a point for your people to get on this training because you want everybody plugged into this training, everybody singing from the same song sheet, everybody pulling on the same rope, however you want to put it, because there's real power in that when everybody is doing that. So we strongly encourage you to do that. So with that, again, let's go ahead and get the party started here today, get the show on the road. We've got some exciting information for you. Keep in mind, now this is a training that you're going to sit down with somebody with and get this in their hands right away, and it's going to walk them through on action steps and what to do to get up and running and rocking and rolling with this business. And of course, here on the training that you're looking at on the webinar today, you will notice that there's the information on that sheet that your people are going to be getting that talks about, this training call and the importance of plugging into it and so on and so forth. And then the next step, of course, is to walk people through on how to get up, running, and get started. So, getting started in the program, obviously, people go to the sponsor's website, sign up for $49.95 here in the United States market. You get a kit for that. Looks like it comes from Apple. It's really cool. For those of you who are international and tuning in, as you know, it's $29.95 to get in the business, but you don't get that physical kit. But the main thing is that you have to join. You need to become a distributor at Jeunesse Global to move forward here with our training. Next, you have to activate by ordering a product package. Now, I'm going to spend a little bit of time on this today, and because this is really, really important. And when you're building this organization, in your organization, you want to have something that is simple, that is easy, that's duplicatable, and that positions your people to win. You need to set your people up to win. And when you're getting started with someone, they're new, they don't know all the ins and outs, it's up to us as sponsors and mentors to walk people through, lay all the cards on the table and help them make an informed decision. So when people are getting ready to place a product package order, you need to ask them a very simple question. Hey, I got a question for you. You're going to do this thing. Do you want to make the most money for doing the same work? That is the key question that you need to ask everybody when they're ready to place their order and get started at the company. Because see, when you place an order for an ambassador pack order for that $1,099 package, the company grandfathers you into the Sapphire Executive position for 6 months. And they're going to pay you as a Sapphire Executive without you actually having to qualify for it. So, the important thing here is to understand that when you place your initial ordering, there's some positioning that you can take advantage of. And you need to be sure that your people understand that positioning so they can take advantage of it. So the question is, do you want to make the most money for doing the same work? And the answer is always, well, of course I do. And then you need to say, then you need to start with the ambassador pack. And here's why. The company's going to grandfather you into that position for 6 months. They're going to pay you as a Sapphire Executive without you actually having to qualify for it. As you build this community here, you're going to make more money for doing the same work from day one, right? And you're going to get paid those 3 levels of matching check bonuses, 20% on your first level, 15% on your second, 10% on your third from day one. I mean, look, if you're going to build this thing and you're going to build your 2 teams, your community here, why not pick up all the extra money? It more than pays for the money that you're putting out, the extra money you're putting out to get positioned. And to also remember that you're getting a representation of all of the products here. And that's really important. I've got people at this company that are getting started with a basic pack for the Juenesse package, and they're wondering why they're not being able to build this business. Well, I'll tell you why they're not able to build the business, because they spend $200 and they have the Juenesse line shipped into them. And you know where the serum and the moisturizer and the cleanser, you know where those products sit all month? They sit on the bathroom sink for them to personally use. That doesn't build anything. When you come into this program, ladies and gentlemen, you are in building mode. There's a difference between building and buying, and we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. But you got to set your people up where they have some inventory. We are a product company. Doesn't it make sense for your people across the country and around the world in their local area to have inventory that they can be familiar with, that they can be using, and that they can be putting their people on the products, selling them on what we have, which in turn builds the business. Now, there's a lot of you who understand the concept of building and buying. You know, the building product of choice here is instantly ageless. No question about it. It is the builder product for Eye Candy Crush Team. It is the reason why we have exploded across the country around the world. It's the reason why the United States sales have gone from $2.5 to $3 million a month prior to November the 7th. And exploded to $17 million last month, and the U.S. became the #1 market in the world. Think about that. In what, five short months, the U.S. has become the #1 market in the world. Why? Because of Instantly Ageless. It is the only reason that has happened. So, with that being said, you want to get plenty of Instantly Ageless. Now, when you order that Ambassador Pack order, you're going to get a few boxes of Instantly Ageless along with all the other products. Some of you on the line today are saying, well, what do I want to do that for? Why do I want to have my people get all this other stuff if we're going to go out and build with Instantly Ageless? Because you need to understand the concept here of what we're doing, the building. It's the long-term picture. See, again, there's building and there's buying. See, everybody's piling in and getting excited and getting involved with Instantly Ageless. It's the door opener. But once people are on the inside looking in, the first thing they say is, what else you got? And they start buying all the other products. So you're going to get paid on all the Instantly Ageless orders as you're building this thing, and then you're going to get paid again on all the buying that's going on after the fact. So you need to understand that strategy. So that being said, do you think it's important for you and for all of your people to be familiar with the entire product line? Of course. There's building and there's buying. So you need to be familiar with all the other products for the buying side of things here, because you don't want this to happen to you. Somebody in your organization picks up the phone, they call you, and they say, hey man, I'm thinking about ordering this reserve product. Tell me about it. And you say, well, I don't know anything about it. I never ordered it. Well, what's it taste like? I just told you. I never ordered it. I can't tell you that. You don't want to be in that position. Listen to me, folks. You got to think about this thing on a large scale. This is a global, multi-million-dollar worldwide business that you've got your hands on here. Yeah, it could be a little mom and pop thing where you're out selling a little bit of product day to day and making a few extra bucks. Sure, you can do that here. But you're on this training today to find out how to demo your way to diamond. You want to find out why we're the fastest growing organization in the world. You want to find out how to maximize your profitability. I'm teaching it to you right now. And you have to take these same concepts and employ them in your business. Take action and do this with your business. So it's very, very important. You're going to accelerate the growth, because think about this. If everybody in your organization is ordering ambassador packs to get started, do you think it's an advantage in your organization for people to have all that product everywhere across the country and around the world? Of course it is, right? So be sure that your people understand what we're doing here, the concepts that we have here that we're talking about today. Convey those to your people. And remember this business is all about duplication. That's what it is. It's all about duplication. Everything you do, everything you train, everything that you do to your people, you want them to in turn go and do independent of you, because that's what creates an ongoing income that is independent of your performance. You see, that duplication, that replication, that cookie cutter effect is what creates an ongoing income that's independent of your performance. Got a question for you. Do you want people duplicating to infinity in your organization, 1,099 package orders where everybody's getting plenty of product to go out and build and rock and roll with? And don't forget, 500 points is going into the plan, the compensation plan, per order to pay you. So when that order's duplicating down through your group, 500 points is going in, and 500 and 500 and 500 and 500. See, in our team building compensation plan, every time you hit 600 points on your left team and 300 points on your right team, you make $35. Well, if everybody's duplicating 500 point orders to infinity, the group at large is turning over that 600, 300 formula faster because they're hitting it faster. 600, 300, 35, 35, 35, 35. If you are duplicating basic pack orders in your organization, 100 points is going into the plan per order or per body. I figured it out real quick. You have to build 5 times the bodies to generate the same amount of volume at 100 points per person as the other team doing it the other way. And I don't want you guys to have to work that hard. Listen, $1,099 for most people can get their hands on it. If this thing was 10 grand, well, yeah, it'd be a little tough to go and do that. You know what this business really boils down to, everybody, basically? It's do you wanna? Do you wanna? This platform is sitting here in front of everybody. Do you wanna get involved? Do you wanna maximize your profitability? Do you wanna have product to work with? Right? So again, as sponsors and mentors, you want to try to play this game at a high level. This is a serious business. Don't get me wrong. A lot of money is being made here. I mean, the company's paid out $500 million. And they're going to pay out another $500 million. It's a serious business. But ladies and gentlemen, think of this thing. It's like the Jeunesse game, right? It's like playing Monopoly. And in Monopoly, there's some rules. You pass go, you make $200, all that stuff. Well, here at Jeunesse Global, there's some simple, easy rules and things that you do to pass go here and make all the money. And so with our training here today, we're trying to get you to understand and see these concepts. And this all starts with the initial package order that people place. Now, am I saying that you have to place a $1,099 package order to be successful here? No, I'm not saying that, but it does give you a leg up. It does give you a shortcut, and it sure does put you on a path to a higher level of duplication and the dollars turning over faster. But let me tell you something. The number one asset that anybody brings to this type of business ultimately is not what's in Hip National Bank. It's their contacts and their willingness to go and tell everybody they know about what we're doing. That's more important. Okay? So any order will activate you in the plan. You want to get started. So what I'm suggesting to you is this. When you're sitting down with people, ask them that magic question. Do you want to make the most money for doing the same work? Oh, you do? You need to get the ambassador pack. Well, why do I need to do that? Remember, you're going to get 3 levels of matching check bonuses. You're going to have plenty of product to work with. You're going to be familiar with the entire product line for our building and buying concept. You're going to duplicate 500-point orders down through your organization. You're going to be on a path to make more money. So be sure to share that. Now, as you build your organization, everybody, this is going to be like lighting a match in a haystack. You're going to look up and you're going to have people coming into this thing down in your organization, and you're going to see people that are going to come in for that basic pack order for $199, and a lot of them are going to do it because they simply don't know any better. And they're going to find out later, probably maybe on this training, if you're doing it right, put everybody that you sponsor into the program on the training on Saturday, and we'll explain it all for you. But the light bulb's going to go off, or they're going to say, you know what, if I'd have known, hey, I would have got that ambassador pack order. Is there anything I can do? Yes, there is. You can upgrade. If you start for $199, and if you're one of those people that have done that, you can go into your back office, your Jeunesse back office, go to shop, go and select packages, and then you'll see an upgrade package from basic to the ambassador level. You'll pay the difference, okay? And those extra points will be generated to go into the plan. The additional fast start bonuses will be paid to the sponsor, and you will be positioned for 6 months from that point forward to maximize your profitability and pick up those match and check bonuses. So keep in mind that as people come on board and they do the $199, they can't upgrade. Now, if you do the $499 or the $799, you can't upgrade to the ambassador level. Just remember that. But what our experience is that most people start with this $1,099 package when they understand all the ins and outs and the shortcuts available. And then most of the other people that don't start with $1,099, they're starting with the $199. And then you're going to have some people in between. So we wanted to be sure to go over that part, ladies and gentlemen. You want to set your people up to win. Next, you want your people to understand the compensation plan. This is important. When people understand the compensation plan, they see the big picture. It goes beyond just selling a few products and making a few extra bucks. Don't fall into the trap of trying to explain the compensation plan to people. Remember, this is all about duplication. If your new people come on board and think, well, man, I've got to know this compensation plan so I can sit down and tell everybody about it. No, you don't. You know what you got to get really good at? Is sending out the link to the compensation plan. I mean, we already did that for you. I mean, we have a PowerPoint that I voice over, and we do the compensation plan where people sit down, they watch it one time, and boom, they get it. And when people understand the compensation plan, they're much more willing to spend $1,099 because they know where all the money's going to come from back at them. So you want them, look, hey, you want to know what the comp plan is? I'm going to shoot you the link. Watch the comp plan, call me back. And you know what? When they got that link, they can go back and watch it again and again. If they say, well, you know what? I didn't really understand that part. They can go back and watch it again and again. So be sure that you're sending out that compensation plan link to everybody in your organization and they understand where the money's coming from. Next, you want your new person setting up their auto ship. One of the big mistakes that people make at our company is they get in, they go to work, they start sending out that 2-minute video of the instantly ageless. Everybody's buzzing, they're excited, they're getting involved, and you get their initial product package ordered for them, and then you think your job is done. Man, it's just beginning. You know what? You can't take your people and pat them on the butt and say, sick 'em, tiger. You know, I got you. You placed your order. Now go make me a lot of money. It doesn't work that way. So the next thing that you got to do with everybody that you're signing up is you got to set them up on auto ship right then and there. Right then and there. You are here today to do what? Create an ongoing income that is independent of your performance. The only way that you can do that is through duplication. Number one, we talked about that, and creating residual ordering, where people order month after month after month after month. You know, do the work one time and get paid on it month after month, year after year. Well, the way that you ensure that you and everybody in your organization gets locked in, this is not just for your benefit, it's everybody's benefit collectively. Everybody gets on auto ship to play the game here every month. What is it? It's like $100 a month. If you want to call it a quota, it's a quota. In order for you and all of your people to make all of this money, they got to stay active in the plan. They have to order at least 60 CV or points per month minimum to stay active in the program and pick up all this money. You know, auto ship, all auto ship is business insurance. I mean, we all have health insurance, life insurance, car insurance, homeowners insurance. Why wouldn't you have business insurance? Listen to me, folks. Life moves fast, doesn't it? I mean, you look up, man, and it's 4th of July. You look up, man, it's Labor Day. You look up and you're getting the stuff down out of the attic for Christmas. Am I right or wrong? Life gets busy. Life gets in the way. You don't want your people running into this, where they're laying in bed one night and John jumps out of bed and goes, "Oh my God, Mildred, we didn't place our order this month, did we?" Do you want that happening to your people? Listen, set them up on auto ship. Explain to them, this is business insurance. I don't want you losing out on any money. This is a must that you need to do. Now, what do you set up on auto ship? It needs to be mandatory. Okay, what does mandatory mean? Mandatory. Mandatory means not optional. It is mandatory in your group that everybody gets on auto ship for a minimum of 2 boxes of instantly ageless. 2 boxes of instantly ageless. I mean, instantly ageless is the breakthrough. Instantly ageless is the builder product. Does it make sense to everyone out there that it is important for your people to receive every month a minimum of 2 boxes or 100 of those little sachets to go out and demo and build their business with? Does that make sense to everybody? You are in builder mode. So you have got to get your people ordering the builder product. And keep in mind that 60 CV is the minimum. If I was you, I'd order 10 boxes, 15 boxes, 25 boxes a month, because you're going to need it. Let me tell you something, everybody. There's no way that you're going to be stuck with any extra boxes of instantly ageless. There's no way. I guess the only way is you order it up and never do a damn thing here. Never talk to anybody, never send out a video, never do anything. I mean, you're going to move that product, sell that product, set your other distributors up with that product until their product order comes in. I mean, you won't be able to keep it. So here's the thing, guys. Listen to me. Set everybody up on auto ship. Minimum of 2 boxes of instantly. Ideally more than that. I've got people that are ordering now 25 boxes a month on auto ship. 25, because they get it. They understand. Now, if you are a fan of the other products, which I am, I use all the products every single day. They're the best products in the world. They changed my life. Are you kidding me? I've never felt better. I have more energy than I've had in years. I've lost 26 pounds on Zen Body, the weight loss formulation. I mean, it's incredible. I use those products every single day. So I order all those products over and above my instantly ageless order that I place every month to build the business with. Yeah, and so here's the thing. Don't let your people fall into this trap, everybody. This is really important what I'm sharing with you today. This is critical to your success. Don't let your people order 60 points worth of product of auto ship and order one bottle of serum. Listen, I'm the biggest fan of the serum, the Juenesse serum of anybody. I mean, I've been on it for 3.5 years. Love it. Wouldn't go a day without it. But you know what? When your people put that on auto ship and that's all they get and it hits their door, guess where that bottle of serum sits all month long? It also sits on the bathroom sink for them to use morning and night. It doesn't build anything. So be sure that you get this distinction across, everybody, of the difference between building and buying. Be sure, and it's so important for you to understand that concept. Next, okay, you want to qualify your position. You got to get your people qualified. There's two things that people have to do in our compensation plan as soon as possible. You activate by placing an order. We talked about it. And then you need to qualify. You have to qualify in order for you to pick up the team building money, the binary money. You know, build your left, build your right, get 35, 35, 35, and your matching check bonuses. You have to be qualified to be able to be in line to get that money. How do you qualify? You personally sponsor one friend on the left team and one friend on the right team who places an order and activates. That makes you an executive in the compensation plan. You got to become an executive. Your people have got to become an executive to get paid all this money. It's you and two. That's the game here. You and two, you and two. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. That's how you build this thing. That's the core that you've got to get going. Everybody knows two people that will do anything with them in this world. If you had to move tomorrow, you could find two people that in a pinch that would help you. You could find two people to do anything with you. We all have a handful of people. All of us have a handful of people that we could pick the phone up and say, man, I found this company out of Orlando, Florida. It's unbelievable. I mean, this company's doubling their sales every year. They got this product instantly ageless. Check out this 2-minute video. You're going to do this thing with me. I've known you 25 years. And so get your credit card out. Let's rock and roll, make some money, and have some fun. Everybody has a handful of people that they can talk to like that. And if you can talk to those people like that, who are they? They're your best friends, your running buddies, people that you love and care about. Well, listen, if you've got anything any good, who do you want to share it with? Those people, right? Do you realize that when you personally sponsor and place a friend on your left team and a friend on your right team, do you realize that those two people are going to sit on top of everything else you do in the program forever? They're going to benefit from everything else you do from now on. So that's like two catbird seat positions, man. That's prime real estate. So you want to get your two best friend running buddies in those top two positions that you want to have fun and go make money with. And then you want to simply help them do the same. They've got two best friends that they can pick the phone up and call and say, man, get your credit card out. You're doing this thing with me. Hey, I ain't traveling the world without you. We're all going to Orlando in November. It's going to be a blast. They're expecting 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people there. So you got to get this 2 by 2 by 2 thing going, and you got to get it tumbling quickly, because when that happens, it builds momentum. And everybody's excited, and everybody's getting their two, and everybody goes into their back office, and they see, oh, there's a new person. Oh, there's 2 more new people. There's 8 more new people. This thing is rocking. So you got to get this 2 by 2 by 2 thing going. Now, we have a project 2 by 2 worksheet. It's attached to this training. It's a physical piece of paper, and it's got you at the top. It's got 2 positions that are blank underneath that, and then 4 positions, 1, 2, 1, 2, underneath those 2 positions on that single sheet of paper. That's a worksheet that you can use to really force down the numbers and build this 2x2 thing. And I'm going to show you that worksheet here in just a little bit. But think of an executive. That's somebody who's in and they get there too. Think of an executive as the brick of the Jeunesse house that you're going to build. Your goal is to create as many executives in your organization as possible, which creates more bricks to build the house, which makes the most money. He who builds the most executives wins here at this company. So you want to get on that track. You want to teach people to teach, not just to learn. We talked about this. It's all about duplication. So all of this stuff that we're talking about today, you want your people to actually grab this, take action, utilize it, and teach them to be able to teach from this sheet that I'm talking about here today. There's some housekeeping things also that you're going to want to do that are important. And I'm going to touch on one of them right now. This is really important. Okay, when you are building your left and right team, you have to manage the placement of your team members as they come on board. And how you manage that, you go to your profile section of your back office and you scroll down to the bottom where it says lock placement. Okay? And what that is, it's a toggle switch that you can move to the left or move to the right. And what that does, it tells the computer, when somebody goes to your website and signs up, it tells the computer onto which team to place those people. So if you have your toggle switch set to the left, everybody who goes to your website and signs up, they're placed on the left team, one on top of the other, date and time stamped. If you put it on the right team, they're placed on the right team, one on top of the other, date and time stamped. When you're starting out in this business, you want to manage that. You need to set it to the left, have your person go sign up, get your person on the left. If you want to put your next person in to qualify, you want to go in there and switch the toggle switch to the right. And then have that person go there, sign up, and boom, they fall on the right. Listen to me, folks. You don't want to leave the toggle switch on what's called automatic. You do not want to let the computer place your people, because the computer is not always going to place your people in the ideal position for building in the team building. The computer is going to place the people solely on the parameters of generating you a check. Well, that may sound good, but that's not always what is best. Because when you're building this thing and you're grouping people together, if you're going in and working a new area, and you've got 4, 5, or 6 people in, I don't know, Austin, Texas, right? You don't take 2 of them and put them on the left team and 3 on the right. You put them all together on one team and let them all work together. So if you leave it to the computer to do it, you may end up having some shoved over here, some shoved over there. So do not allow the computer to place your people. Now, that being said, as you're moving forward and you're managing your organization, it is your responsibility and your people's responsibility to manage that toggle switch. Because if you don't, people are going to end up on the wrong leg. You got to get used to managing it. You got to keep up with it. It's your responsibility. This is your business. If somebody goes to your site and signs up and they end up on the wrong leg, whose fault is that? It's your fault. And then what happens is we get phone calls, the company gets phone calls, oh man, my person went on the wrong leg. And they expect everybody to stop what they're doing and jump through hoops and make a change for them, right? So mentor this down through your organization. Next, you want to demo this product. Demo instantly ageless. It is the builder product. The more you demo and the more you sample the product, the more money you're going to make. Pure and simple. Pure and simple. The more your organization as a whole is demoing and sampling the product, the more money you're going to make. This is a demo sampling program along with that 2-minute video, right? So let's talk about that under your marketing tools. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a recruiting business. This is a recruiting business. There's not a major company in the world who does not recruit. Do you think that Apple recruits? Do you think that IBM recruits? Do you think that Microsoft recruits? Do you think that college sports programs, do you think that they go into living rooms and sit down with their parents, the kids' parents, and what do? They try to recruit them to come to their school to play ball. Everybody recruits. It's business. And this business is no different. Here's what you guys are trying to do here. Here's what you're doing. Write this down. Your goal, and everybody in your organization's goal, is to create an ongoing income that's independent of your performance. We talked about that. And how do you do it? You create an ever-growing community of wholesale buyers who are ordering the product direct from the company to their door. They're using the products, getting results, sharing their experiences with their friends, making money, and showing all their friends how to do the same thing. That's what everybody does here. You get paid on the wholesale ordering that's going on from the community that you build. And we're showing you how to build that community today. And the way you build it is through recruiting, and you use the tools to build and recruit with. Recruiting is a process. It's not an event. It's a series of exposures. So what are the tools that you're going to use? What are these exposures that you're going to use to recruit with and to build your business with? Well, number one, there's you. I mean, your excitement, your enthusiasm, you speaking from the heart, you being real with people, you using the product and sharing your experiences, right? That's number one. And you're going to be talking to people that are in your cell phone. That's where all those people are going to come from. Everybody we know, love, and care about is where? In our cell phone. So what are you going to do? Contact those people. And here's what we're doing. It's real simple. You pick up the phone, you call them and say, hey man, have you seen this 2-minute video? And they're going to say, well, what are you talking about? What 2-minute video? You got to see this 2-minute video. It's going to blow you away. I'm going to text it to you right now. As soon as you're done, call me back. Click. That's how you work this program, everybody. That's it. That's how you do it right now. But here's the secret to that. You don't just text out the 2-minute video. You won't get near the response. What you got to do is you pick the phone up and you call your buddy and say, Bob, hey, you got a second? Great. Have you seen this 2-minute video? What 2-minute video? What are you talking about? Hey, I'm going to text you this 2-minute video. You got to see it. It's unbelievable. As soon as you watch it, call me back. Okay? Deal? Okay, boom, send them the 2-minute video. And what you need to do is do that as often as you can all day long. Get the 2-minute video out. And your phone rings off the hook. When your phone rings back, people are interested, right? They're ready to go. And then you take them through the rest of our process. That's what you do. You get them on our webinars. You talk to them about what we're doing. Talk about the fact that this company's out of Orlando, Florida. They doubled their sales every year. They introduced this product and it's gone viral. This thing's unbelievable. Bob, we can make a ton of money with this thing, don't you think? So what you want to do is work people along this path. And so if you need to take them to another step, then what you want to do is put them on one of our webinars. Spend an hour with Steve Green. Put your people on there. We tell them all about the program, how it works, why it works, all the story. And at the end, when it's over, it's how fast can we sign up, right? So you want to use that as an exposure. Another thing that you want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is demo the product. So that would be another thing. Somebody sees the 2-minute video, say, man, hey, you need to meet me up the street here in 15 minutes and go in there and demo the product. Now, there's a difference here, folks, between demoing and sampling. Those are two different things. You want to demo as much as you can. This training is called Demo to Diamond. It's not called Sample to Diamond. It's called Demo to Diamond. What does demo mean? It means that you tear open the sachet, you get some on your finger, and you demonstrate it on someone. Now, when you demo the product, here's our recommendation. You want to try to demo it in front of as many people as possible at one time. I don't care if you're at work and you're going to demo the product, gather together 3 or 4 people, because there's power and strength in numbers. It just takes one person in that group to go, oh my God, this thing is awesome, and everybody else is turned on. It is awesome, right? So you want to take advantage of that. Strength in numbers. And that's why we encourage our people to host J parties. It's one of the big reasons for the success that we're having, because there's this grassroots wave that's going on by the teams that understand the power of the J party. And so what is a J party? It's when you invite over a bunch of your friends to a J party. Some people are calling it wine and wrinkle. We're having a wine and wrinkle party tonight over at my house. And you invite over 10 of your running buddies, pour a glass of wine, open up the Instantly Ageless box, demonstrate the product, and then at that point, everybody's jaw drops. You take orders and sign everybody up. That's the gig. That's what you do at the J party. Do you have the other products there and available at the J party? Yes. Do you have them all prominently displayed in everybody's face? No. What you want to focus on, what is the builder product here, everybody? Instantly Ageless. Instantly Ageless is the wow builder product. That's the one you want to focus on. So when people come in there, you want everybody looking at, talking about, passing around, showing Instantly Ageless. You don't want them passing around a bottle of AM/PM. No, that's not the wow product here. It's not the one that's going to get everybody excited and in and want to join this business and party with you. So do it the right way. Have those products there, but have them kind of set aside. Once everybody's in and they're wowed and everybody's going crazy over this Instantly thing, then you can show them the other things. Oh man, we look at this. I mean, this is changing people's lives and that. And hey, taste this reserve product. And then everybody starts ordering their ambassador packs, right? That's the steps. That's how you do it. Now, this is really important. When you host your J party and you got, let's say, 10 people sign up at your party, it is imperative that you sit there with everybody and say, okay, Janice, now you've just gotten in. When can you host your kickoff J party? Okay, Janice, we got you down for Thursday night. All right, everybody at Janice's Thursday night. Okay, Mary, when can you do one? Okay, you're Saturday. So what you want to do, folks, is you want to fill up your calendar and your people's calendars with this J party thing. Think about this. You have 10 people who host a party from your one party that you started. Then you have 10 people host, and then each of those parties has an average of 5, 6, 8, 10 people at it. And then out of those people, they all host parties. And then what happens is, with this little drop in the water, the rings start coming out, right? You drop one drop in water, what happens? The ring starts small, and then it gets bigger, right? And then the next thing you know, you've got these J parties going on everywhere across the country, building your check. Is that hot or what? How many of you would love to have dozens of these J parties going on this weekend around the country building your business? That's what you want to create here. And so get this J party thing going. The other big exposure here and tool you want to use is the three-way call. This is really, really important, and you need to teach your people the proper way to do a three-way call. I'm going to talk to you about how not to do a three-way call first. And I have people do this to me. You know, they call me up and they say, hey, Steve, this is Bill. I got John on the line. Tell him about the deal. Well, you know what? First of all, that's not duplicatable. Secondly, I don't have time to tell John about the deal from A to Z. So what I'm going to do is say, hey, John, how you doing? Let me ask you a question. Have you seen the 2-minute video yet? No, haven't seen that. Hey, have you been on one of our webinars yet? No. Has somebody done a product demo for you? You know, I hadn't seen the product yet. So what I'm going to tell my guy, Bill, you need to get the 2-minute video to him, get him on the webinar, and let's talk after that's done. So what you want to do is teach and mentor your people to do it properly. You want to teach your people to run their people through these paces first. 2-minute video. And I will tell you, this process has been shortened considerably. I mean, there's a lot of people see that 2-minute video, man, they're ready to sign up. You know, hey, if somebody's excited and they're ready to rock and roll, do a 3-way call right after that 2-minute video with your sponsor up the line. Right? So sometimes some people, it's the 2-minute video, they're in. Sometimes you'll demo the product, they say, where do I sign? Sometimes with just a phone call, like that handful of people we talked about earlier today. Hey, I'm in, no problem, boom. But other times you're going to have to put people through these 2 or 3 different paces or process for them to get to a point where they say, yeah, man, I love this thing, I'm in. So just keep in mind, here's the secret to effective recruiting, everybody. The secret is this. You want to compress the time between these exposures to the shortest time possible. So in other words, you don't want to send the 2-minute video, then a week later get a product in their hands, and then 10 days later put them on a webinar. What you want to do, it's boom, 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 cash the check. Boom, 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 cash the check. 2-minute video. Get them on the webinar that night, sign them up. And you need to do it as quickly and expeditiously as possible. And your closing ratio would go through the roof. Now remember this, everybody. You want to keep things simple. You want to follow what we talked about doing today. You don't want to fall into the trap of going out and sitting down with everybody for an hour and a half at Denny's. You with me? You don't go out and sit down with your busy attorney friend and sit there for an hour and a half at Denny's, running through all this stuff, showing all these things and PowerPoints and pulling this product out and pulling that product out and going through the compensation plan and all of this stuff. And you're going to go and you're going to lay all this stuff on Bob the attorney. And so you finally get Bob's order for $1,099, right? And so while you're driving home, patting yourself on the back about what such a great job you did, and you're saying, man, I made $250 there at Denny's today. You know what Bob, the busy attorney, is thinking as he's driving back to the office? I don't have time to do this thing. I mean, I don't have time to go out and sit down for an hour and a half with everybody that I know. And by the way, I could never learn all that. I mean, man, this, that, the compensation plan, all this stuff on these ingredients, on these labels, I can't do this. And he shrivels up and dies and doesn't even get started because you didn't do to Bob something that he could go on and do independent of you. Is this making sense to everybody? Here's what you need to do. You need to shoot Bob the 2-minute video. When he likes that, get him on the webinar or put him on a 3-way call or meet him that evening and demo the product and put him through those simple, easy paces. And then Bob joins the program, and then Bob looks back on that process and he says, well, let me see. Let's see, Steve sent me a 2-minute video. Then I watched this webinar and I joined the company. Man, I can do that. I mean, heck, I could send out that 2-minute video to everybody I know. I can put people on a webinar and let old Steve Green tell the story to everybody that I know. I don't have to do any of that. All I got to do is do this part. I can do that. Do you all see the difference here? See, you are not the issue. Part of the problem here is when you're out there in your building, and I see this in my group, you know, leadership is important. Mentoring people to become leaders are important. And you've got to have leaders. It's all about developing that leadership. But it's also about applying the proper things and the right things that will mass duplicate independent of those leaders that build the business. And see, there's leaders that go out there and it's like they're the issue, and it's all this stuff that they know and all this stuff, and I'm going to show everybody how smart I am, and you want to stay away from that. It's about building the team. It's about duplication. It's about mass duplication. And so you want to use this cookie cutter, keep it simple, boom, 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 and build your business. Now, here's an action plan. We've got about 5 more minutes here, ladies and gentlemen, before we end the call today. Day to day, what are you going to be doing? Well, first of all, you need to make a commitment to show the instantly ageless 2-minute video to at least 10 new people daily. All it is that video, that 2-minute video of Leah that was shot at our event when this product was introduced, when everybody went bonkers, and her right side of her face transforms in 2 minutes, okay? Right? Hey, have you seen the 2-minute video? Oh, you haven't? Here, watch this, call me back. Hey, have you seen the 2-minute videos? Watch this, call me back. You can also do it on your J Mobile. When you download J Mobile, we don't have time to go into that today, but you can find out more about that. The main thing is to get it out there. Get off to a fast start. Now, make a commitment to text it out to at least 10 new people daily, 5 in the morning, 5 at night. 5 in the morning, 5 at night. 5 in the morning, 5 at night. Do you know if you text that 2-minute video out to 10 people a day for a month, you sent that thing to 300 people. Do you think that you're going to have some action going on? Of course you are. You can make a decision, hey, do you want to text to 100 people in a couple of days, or do you want to text to 100 people over 6 months? It's up to you. I would take advantage of the timing. It's easier to go fast than slow in our kind of business. Create that momentum. Teach your people to do the same. Think about this, everybody. It's all about duplication, right? If you get with all of your people and pull them all together and say, okay, everybody, here's what we're going to do. Everybody here in our group of 10 people, we're going to send 5 in the morning and 5 at night of this 2-minute message. Everybody agree? We're going to do that for 30 days. Everybody? Okay. So on a daily basis, how many videos do you got being sent out in your organization? 100. 100 people a day are looking at that 2-minute video. And that's just with 10 people sending it out to 10 people a day. How many by the end of the month? How many views do you have in that 2-minute video by the end of the month? Just from those people. Just from those 10. Not all the people that were built from that are doing it. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, right? So get this video out there, man, and be consistent with it. Be consistent. Okay, next. You want to demo Instantly Ageless at least twice a day. Once in the morning, once at night. Demo it. Tear open that sachet, put it on. Put it on somebody. And get that duplicating massively down through your organization. Minimum of 2 a day. Next, put new people on the webinars and conference calls when they're scheduled. You guys want to make $1,000 for the night? Hey, get 4 people on my webinar and we'll get 4 ambassador pack orders for you. How about that? I think when somebody orders an ambassador pack, I believe they pay you $250 for that. That'd be a nice night, wouldn't it? All you guys got to do is get that initial interest with the videos and demos and stick them on the webinar. And we'll do the presentation for you. Next, book a J party featuring Instantly Ageless. You want to be constantly booking and attending these J parties. We talked about that tonight. Try to do or participate in 3 parties a week. You guys, if you want this thing to blow out, you want a grassroots blowout on your hands, what we talked about today is exactly how you do it. You know what? There are some great aspects to this industry and network marketing. There's this aspect of, as you build this thing, and then leaders pop up down in your group somewhere and they grab this thing independent of you and they just go crazy and blow out the numbers. There's kind of this little bit of a lottery type aspect to what we do. As we build this grassroots thing and it builds out, you got these leaders that pop up that, bring over 5,000 people from another company. And, you've heard these stories. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm showing you how to find all of those people. You don't personally have to know the big movers and shakers and hitters in this industry. You don't personally have to know them. You know how to get them, though? is you create this grassroots wave and they come to you through the numbers. Somebody knows somebody knows somebody knows somebody who attended a J party, who attended a J party, who attended a J party halfway across the country, who has a brother who was at another company, and he's going to join and bring 5,000 people here. You see, in our compensation plan, it doesn't matter where those people pop up. You get credit to get paid on all of it. So how do you find a whole bunch of those people? You create a grassroots wave on what I'm teaching you to do today. You know, I have a guy that's been with us for a while. And, you know, he's a good leader. He's a good leader. And he's out there trying to build his business. And I keep telling him, this is what you need to do. You know, we're talking about this trade. Here's what you need to do. You know, and his business keeps going nowhere. And you want to know why it keeps going nowhere? Because he's out chasing the elephant. He's out trying to land the big hitter. He's out trying to personally recruit people that are out of his league that he can't get. Or he's trying to go get this signed up in some chain of, I don't know, med spas. And he thinks that that's going to be his road to the riches. You know, I love him to death, but he doesn't get it. You know what he needs to be doing every day? A J party in somebody's house in front of 10 people. And see, he thinks that's beneath him. He thinks that, oh, you know, you can't get anywhere doing that. It'll take me forever. No, the way you're doing it is taking you forever. You know, if you're waiting to go recruit, Warren Buffett, good luck. If you think you're going to go out and recruit Bill Gates, good luck. Folks, there is no faster way than to do it than the way that I'm trying to help you and show you do it here today. Get this grassroots thing going on and mass duplicate it. You'll have more business than you know what to do with. And then, of course, you want to be signing people up and you want to duplicate everything we're talking about today to infinity. I will say this about this product. There's a lot of people who don't use it properly. I mean, especially new people. You got to be careful about this. This instantly ageless product works phenomenally well when you do it right. I've seen people take this product and put the whole sachet out on their finger, and then they take it and rub it in. You don't do that. You take a little dab, and then you smooth it out on your other index finger, and you tap it on lightly on the surface of the skin, and you leave it moist, and you do that for about 5 seconds and leave it alone. That's how you do the product. So when people come back to you and they say, oh man, you know, there was this white powdery looking stuff. And, hey, you put too much on. You didn't do it right. Just remember, with Instantly Ageless, it's a little bit of a process. Everybody's different. Everybody's skin's different. Be patient with it, work with it. And once you hit upon it, that's the right way to do it for you, then you got it. Same for all the people that you're turning it on to. And then we've got this 2x2 project worksheet that we talked about earlier in the training. This is the worksheet that you guys want to get your hands on. You want to download it, you want to print it off, and you want to get it out to everybody in your organization. This little piece of paper will make you thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. This is the most important piece of paper that you're ever going to have, because this simple piece of paper is a tangible worksheet that people have in their face, that you're working with them, and you can work off of these sheets. Listen, the key position in the compensation plan is Sapphire Executive. What do you have to do to become a Sapphire Executive? You need to create 12 executives, right? You got to bring in 12 people who each get their 2. Remember that? Okay, well, that's how you ultimately actually qualify for it, which everybody has to do at some point. So the way you do it is you put your first 2 people, Bill and Mary, on the worksheet, and then your job isn't finished until you help Bill and Mary get their 2 with their contacts. And when you have all the squares filled out on the sheet, check it off, and boom, that's when you start keeping score. Your responsibility is to help Bill and Mary get their 2. It's not to bring them in, get them activated, and like I said, Hey, Bill and Mary, sick 'em, Tiger. I did mine. Now you go get your two and let's all get rich. That's not how it works. You've got to be responsible for Bill and Mary, help them get there too. And Bill and Mary are going to have the same sheets. The only difference is their name's going to be at the top. And when they bring their first two people, they're going to go in the top two squares and they're going to help get those two people. And when you keep duplicating that, you can see how you're pushing the numbers down in your organization. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Now, if you want to make Sapphire Executive in our plan and you got to recruit 12 executives, how do you keep up with it? Simple. Fill out 6 of these sheets, right? There's 2 executives per sheet. There's Bill and Mary. Those were your first 2. Help them get their 2. Boom, check off the sheet. Bad to the bone. Then pull out a brand new sheet. Put your 3rd and 4th person there. Help them get their 2. Check it off. Bam, bad to the bone. You've got 4 executives now. So help everybody understand this and say, look, we're all going to fill out 6 of these sheets, everybody. You got it? Everybody fill out 6 of the sheets and teach all of your people to do the same. You see, sometimes in this world of digital this and cloud that, you got all these great systems and stuff and things that people can leverage off of to build their business. And it's awesome. It's awesome stuff. We use it every single day. But sometimes there's something to be said for a physical, simple sheet of paper in somebody's face because that's tangible. That's real. Hey, Bob, how many sheets you got filled out? I got 4 of them filled out, Steve. Bob, we got to get 2 more sheets filled out. Who do you know? Who can we send the 2-minute video to today? So embrace this training, folks. Embrace this concept. And if you do, and if you cookie cutter this thing down through your organization, you're going to have a massive wave of success that's going on. And you'll have that magical type of moment going on where you're being swept up and you're carried along. But it's kind of like packing a snowball, right? I mean, you're starting out, you're getting started, and you're pushing on it, and you're pushing on it, and you're pushing on it. After a while, it gets so big that it starts to roll down the hill on its own. You see, you're building, you're starting, push on it, and then you'll start to see that magic happen for you, and you could get swept up and carried along. And that's what's going on right now. So everybody, we want you to get this out to everybody in your organization. And we also want you guys to be sure to plug in everybody as you build this thing throughout the week into this, because we're obviously, if you've been on here listening to this today, you know what they're going to hear. This is what they're going to hear. You guys want to stay focused on building, bringing people in, creating executives, putting people on the webinar, sending out 2-minute videos, right? That's what you guys want to focus on, making money. Let us carry the ball for you when it comes time to training your people and getting them off to the right start, the fast start, and a duplicatable start. All you got to do is say, hey, man, you came on this week. You got to get on this training. Pure and simple. Oh, you got 10 people that you brought. You need to get them all on the training. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to congratulate all of you who are listening in today. You guys are fantastic. We are setting records here in the United States market. Do you think we have something going on here? And it's because of all of you who are making it happen. Congratulations. We love you. We couldn't do it without you. And we want to do everything we can to help each and every one of you explode your business and make your dreams come true here with Jeunesse Global. This is the end of the webinar here today, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Steve Green. Again, it's been my honor. It's been my privilege to spend this time with you. Shoot out that text message, get people excited, get them on the webinar, and then watch that magic start happening for you. So long, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll be talking to you real soon. Have a great one.